So today I'm going to try papaya. I honestly I honestly don't know if I ever have eaten papaya before. So it's going to be something new for me to try. And I'm excited. Hopefully. You're excited as well. I know. Let's see. This has been over there for a minute, so we're gonna see. Probably have it out there for too long. Ooh, it was like butter when I cut into it, but it looks pretty. Let's see. Looks very pretty. So I want to try the seeds. I want to see what the seeds taste like. So let's see. It's definitely like an acquired taste. Let me see what natural fruit tastes like. The papaya itself tastes really good, actually. I don't know why I've been like dreading to eat it. I think because I'm just not used to it. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to try new things when like your mind's already set with what you know you like. That actually tastes really good. I like that. I'm gonna get my phone and see the benefits for it. So for papaya, I feel like I looked it up earlier. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. Man, it actually tastes really good. I'm so surprised. Let me see if you guys can probably try to see it a little bit better while I'm eating it. That's what it looks like. So, papaya. It's called the fruit of angels. And it's packed with nutrients and offers numerous health benefits. So it's rich in vitamins such as vitamin C, A, and E. I'm really surprised how good this tastes. I wasn't expecting that. So C, A, and E, and folate, which support immunity, skin health, and cell regeneration. Minerals contains potassium, calcium, and magnesium, essential for heart and bone health. Fiber, it aids in digestion and promotes gut health. It improves digestion health. Papaya contains papain or papain, an enzyme that helps break down proteins, aiding digestion. High fiber content helps prevent constipation and promotes regular bowel movements. It boosts the immune system. Vitamin C strengthens the immune system, helping the body fight infections and illnesses. Antioxidants protect the body from free radical and reduce oxidative stress. This is about to be one of my favorite foods now. It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a buttery taste. It supports skin health, rich in antioxidants like beta carotene. Papaya helps reduce signs of aging, such as wrinkles and fine lines. Its enzymes can improve skin hydration and treat acne when applied topically. It reduces inflammation. Papaya has natural anti-inflammatory properties, helping to manage conditions like arthritis and joint pain. It promotes heart health. The fiber, antioxidants, and potassium in papaya help reduce bad cholesterol and regulate blood pressure, improving overall heart health. It enhances eye health. Papaya is high in vitamin A and carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect against macular degeneration and improve vision. Guys, this is really good. If you have papaya in your home, in your home city, like, you need to go get some. And allow it to ripen. Like, don't cut it open like right away. Let it sit there. Because I've had this papaya, I think, for it's probably been a good 3 or 4 days sitting out. So you definitely want to eat it when it's like ripened. It aids in weight management. It's low in calories and rich in fiber. Papaya helps you feel full longer, making it an excellent snack for weight loss. I definitely can believe that too, because eating it with the seeds, it does something. It's like, it's kind of like a hint of spice with the seeds too. It supports diabetes management. The natural sugars in papaya are low on the glycemic index, helping regulate blood sugar levels. It improves hair health. Vitamin A supports the production of sebum, which moisturizes the scalp and promotes healthy hair. It may reduce cancer risk. Papaya contains lycopene and beta carotene, which have been linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers by protecting cells from oxidative damage. welcome to the live. It Samsung. It detoxifies the body. The high water and fiber content in papaya aids in flushing out toxins from the body, promoting liver and kidney health. Hello, welcome to the live. It strengthens bones. Vitamin K and calcium in papaya contribute to stronger bones and help prevent fractures and osteoporosis. Hi, welcome to the live. So I'm eating papaya today, reading out some of the health benefits it provides. So now, now I'm going to go to the cultural significance. So, papaya is native to Central and South America. It was cultivated by the Mayans and the Aztecs, who saw it as a symbol of fertility and abundance. The fruit was later introduced to other parts of the world by Spanish and Portuguese explorers, where it became integrated into diverse cultures. So it's a symbol of fertility and abundance. In many tropical cultures, the papaya tree is seen as a symbol of life and fertility because of its prolific fruiting. Its ability to grow quickly and produce fruit year-round make it a symbol of prosperity and abundance in Hawaiian, African, and Asian cultures. The significance in Hindu culture is, in India, papaya is sometimes used in religious offerings and ceremonies due to its association with nourishment and prosperity. In Polynesian traditions, in Hawaii and other Polynesian cultures, the papaya tree is often planted near homes as a sacred or protective plant. So it's real in traditional medicine. I don't know how to say this one, so I'm just gonna spell it out. But it's Ayurvedic medicine. It's significant in India. Papaya is used for its digestive properties, with the fruit, seeds, and leaves employed to treat ailments like constipation, skin conditions, and infections. Traditional Chinese medicine, papaya is believed to have cooling properties and is used to promote digestion, reduce inflammation, and detoxify, the body. In African folk medicine, the seeds, leaves, and roots of the papaya tree are used to treat conditions like malaria, stomach disorders, and parasitic infections. Let's see. The culinary importance in Thailand, green papaya is a central ingredient in som tam, a famous Thai salad that blends spicy, sweet, and sour flavors, showcasing its cultural importance in Thai cuisine. In Mexico, known as, cannot say that word, I'm not gonna even try, but it's Chihuahuatzapotl. It's probably, yeah, I was just about to say it looks like an Aztec word, and then it said Aztec. So that's an Aztec word. But papaya is a staple in Mexican dishes, desserts, and traditional drinks. In the Caribbean, papaya is a common ingredient in traditional Caribbean dishes and desserts, reflecting its culture and economic value in the region. In tropical countries like the Philippines and India and Hawaii, papayas often feature in harvest festivals and feasts, symbolizing gratitude for nature's abundance. Uh, so, economically, papaya is a key cash crop in countries like India, Brazil, and Thailand. Its significance as a readily available and sustainable fruit makes it an integral part of the rural livelihoods and economies. Its adaptability and high yield represent resilience, especially in regions with challenging agricultural conditions. So, the art and folklore and literature. So, in Caribbean and Latin American folklore, papaya often symbolizes vitality and health. The fruit's vibrant colors and unique shape make it a popular motif in traditional art, literature, and modern media, symbolizing tropical beauty and sustenance. Sustenance, yeah. Globally, papaya is now associated with health, wellness, and natural living, becoming a staple in diets focused on holistic well-being. Its medicinal and detoxifying properties make it a symbol of rejuvenation in many cultures. So it seems like it's an easy crop to grow and maintain. Um, it's basically a low maintenance crop. Yeah, so that's about it about papaya. So, have you guys eaten any fruit today? Do you guys like papaya? Have you ever tried papaya? Comment down below if you have. If you haven't, is it something that you would try? It kind of looks like, in a way, a sweet potato, but just with seeds. But like I said earlier, it kind of tastes like butter in a way. I think because I let it sit for so long, so it's really ripened. It's just perfect, because I think that's how it is with fruit. You're supposed to always eat it like when it gets to its most, I know ripeness is not a word, but like, you know what I'm saying. And the seeds have like a little spice, like you can feel it coming in your nose. Like it's not loud like a pepper, but it's a spice to it. So today is day 16 of doing my fruit feasting. Um, so far it's been good. I have been having some cravings. So I got this from the store yesterday, which is really good, which I'm gonna get more, but I'm gonna have to like reward myself. It's gonna have to be like on the weekend. Plus I already said that maybe I will be plus I said maybe I would try to do like watermelon for 2 weeks. Maybe I'll start with a week, and if I feel good after the week, then I'll do another week. But these peppers, these chili peppers, are amazing. And all it is dried chili peppers. So I'm still letting myself eat dried fruit because peppers are fruit. But at the same time, I still want to focus on my the fruit that is like high in fiber, high in water content, like all that good stuff. I'm gonna focus on that. But like, freaking love this. It's so good, and I can't wait to get my dried mango in the States because I only know one place where I really like it, so I have to get that kind and eat it with that, and it's gonna be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm pretty excited. But at the same time, I'm trying to focus on eating more high water content fruit. So today I had, oh wait, what was I saying? I was saying like my cravings. So I think I've been craving probably like chips, because usually when I'm eating regular, I snack a lot. So, and then again, when I do snack, I try to snack on healthy stuff like pistachios or like, um, what else? Pistachios, or like the healthy chips that don't have like so much ingredients, like at least 5 ingredients or less would be good. That one book that I had talked about one of my lives called, I think it was the China Study. If it wasn't the China Study, then it was the Food Revolution. But one of them had specified like when you're eating packaged food, the goal is always to eat 5 ingredients or less. And once you get past the 5 ingredients, it's basically not food anymore. It's just like a concoction of something that's in a bag for you to eat. So it's like 5 ingredients and less is the best way to go, because your body is not supposed to be trying to figure out how to digest all these different stuff. It's just supposed to be able to it's just supposed to be able to um, digest it digest it easily. So um, Yeah, but that's really all I've been craving so far is chips. When I still feel hungry, I just make myself, get some fruit, excuse me, and stuff, thinking like I actually need to go eat, like, because usually, like, I would eat like rice or noodles or something like that, or just not regular food. But it's funny how people think like you're not eating if you're just eating fruits, but fruits are food, like it's food. But yeah, so usually when I'm getting cravings, I try to just get my mind elsewhere, because if I'm not hungry, then I don't want to eat, but if I'm hungry, then I will. Because just because you're having a craving doesn't mean you're hungry. It's just you're having a craving. So, and just studying yourself, like analyzing yourself, like throughout the process and just analyzing it. Uh, yep, not gonna respond to that, Malinki. But Sarabona to you, Zulu. um, excuse me. So, what was I saying? He threw me off. He threw me off. Um, yeah, I was saying just because you have cravings doesn't mean you're actually hungry. It just means that you have cravings. So, I can't remember what day I just said that I'm on, but I started January 11th. And it's crazy to think that the month is almost about to be over. And I'm going to be hitting 1 month soon. And I'm so excited because honestly, I have never gotten to 30 days with just eating fruit. I've done a juice feast before, and I've gotten to 38 days. And that one was good. It was a nice journey, a nice experience. I probably should have drank more green juice than just the fruits, but I was drinking a lot of grape juice because grapes became like my favorite thing to drink. So I was drinking a lot of that, but balancing, I need to do better. But so now with fruit, this is gonna be like the longest I go, and I'm pretty excited. Kunjani, Kareesha. Oh, what does Kunjani mean? I don't know what Kunjani is. Um, but what was I saying? Um, what was I saying? What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Keep getting thrown off when I look at the comments. Trying to think. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited that it's coming up on almost 30 days of eating fruit. Not thinking about it and just doing it a day at a time, and then of course like putting it up here and just like putting it out there for anybody that wants to join or anybody that just wants to watch and just see how it goes, whatever. It's like nice because I'm not really counting the days. That's why I never really know the days right off the back of my head. How much knowledge do you have of Dr. Sebi? Um, I'm pretty well versed with Dr. Sebi. I wouldn't say I'm a Dr. Sebi follower, but I didn't run into him, but I ran into his information about, was it, I think it's gonna come up on 3 years now ago. So I'm well aware of his plan of how you're supposed to eat, the herbs, um, the it's known for Ujani. Uh, excuse me. I need to drink some water. But yeah, Dr. Sebi, I was so happy when I found him because it was just like a different wealth of knowledge that I was receiving from what I initially got. And not that it wasn't bad, it's just that he opened up my eyes in a way that was different. I think the main thing that like really affected me when I started to like listen to Dr. Sebi and stuff was like your cells and how your cells need to be cleaned out. You know, it's not just about trying to, everybody's always so focused on just detoxifying your colon or your gut, and then maybe doing it for like a couple days or 3 days or maybe a week and think you just like cleaned out your whole system. But your body is one body, it all works together. So to think that you're cleaning out your system because you worked on one part of your body, it's kind of like kind of insanity. I mean, it doesn't make sense because you need all your organs. And even though yes, some you can live with some of them, like you can live with just one kidney, I believe. You can there's things that they can do to manipulate some organs in the body where you can still stay alive. But at the bottom line, if we didn't need it, it wouldn't be there. It's the same thing like um, when physicians like take out kids tonsils when they're younger and stuff because of them constantly getting colds and all that stuff. The purpose is not to take it away. The purpose is to find out the problem. When you're in pain, when something is going wrong, it's not to get rid of it, it's to find the root cause of it. It's the root issue. And yeah, he just made me see like it was deeper than just trying to focus on one thing. It's like your body is the whole body. It was an eye-opener when he cured blindness by cleaning the gut. Yeah, he was a real herbalist. Yeah, he definitely was a real herbalist. I mean, he basically he just unlocked that knowledge that Yah has already given us to show that everything can be curable. There's nothing that's not curable. Really, the only thing that's not curable, I would say, is the mind, because that's dependent on the individual, because they get to decide whether they want something different or if they just want to stay the same. I feel like that's the only thing that can't be, because it's just you can't get into somebody's body and make them change their mindset. Like they got to do that for themselves. Like you can beat your body into submission however you want, but at the end of the day, if you don't change your mindset, nothing's going to change. So yeah, Dr. Sebi was amazing. And then after him, I found more people. I found Yaki, and his was even deeper, into how the body works and all that. And I listened to him for a couple years. And then I found another guy on YouTube called Chris James. His channel is called, excuse me, A Healthy Alternative. And he's been my last stop as of now. He's like, not that the other people are not real. It's just like he's like so relatable now, like to where I'm at in my walk with my health journey. And he's just so relatable. He just makes it very just transparent. I mean, he's transparent with his journey, and not that Dr. Sebi and Gaki wasn't, because they are very transparent, but he just comes like with an urban type feel. He's just like different the way that he brings his information. And like he's constantly challenging his community, constantly having fasts, constantly having detoxes, constantly pushing out products that could help a person who has never tried to live a healthier lifestyle or try to do any of these things, because it's hard. Usually if you're detoxing or fasting, there's usually something wrong. It's not somebody that's doing it just for the heck of it. They're doing it because obviously something's wrong and they want to go a different route instead of just being dependent on the doctor, or they see that there's no other route because of what the doctor says. So they go that route, but they have the motivation, they have the confidence they can do it, but then by the second day of whatever, protocol they're following, usually give up, because it's hard to go from a diet where you're constantly eating processed foods, or it's hard to go into a healthy lifestyle when you're surrounded by family and that's just like the norm, that's just the tradition. Like we always eat this on this day, or we always have Sunday dinner, and it always consists of this. Like breaking away from all those norms, like that's why I say it's a lot in the mind. Like a lot of the healing, it is very dependent on the mind. It's like very. Send me a list of other herbalists, please. Yeah, especially the ones you mentioned. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can send that too. Um, yeah, but it's like a lot of it is in the mind because, like I said, you can beat the body into submission. It's like a lot of those people who lose weight, you know, that you can drop the weight off. It's not that's not the issue. The body will lose weight. It's just the fact of what's going to happen after, you know, after you lose the weight. What was your original reason of trying to lose the weight in the first place? You know, and usually whenever it's something from the outside, it doesn't last. When it's something from the inside, usually there's a bigger emotion that's attached to the process that will convince you to stay the course afterwards. But that's something that you individually have to do. Like, you have to sit down with yourself and really know your why, because you have to not be swayed when you're in situations and different environments where the temptation is there, and there's no reason not to, because there's nobody judging you. Everybody's saying, you know, go ahead and do it. But it's like, you know, there's a bigger reason why you're doing it. You have to stick with it. But see, that's a mind thing. That's like something that you have to be grounded in, and you have to do the hard work in that. You're trying to gain weight and I am struggling. Okay, you're trying to gain weight. So see, that's something I'm not so familiar with, because I've always been the one to try to lose weight. Usually now I can lose weight pretty easily, but to gain weight, I mean, if you're trying to gain it healthy wise, like definitely like the fatty fruits are good, and like, um, I mean, I don't really believe in like protein, but if you want to go down the protein track, plant wise, hemp seeds are high in protein. I think dates are high in protein. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables that are high in protein. And I don't know, it's probably like a really like consistent schedule that you have to start like keeping for your body to get used to trying to build muscle. But you definitely can. Don't think that you can't. I just have to look into it more, because I have not studied that enough. But the people that I mentioned, yeah, for sure, they would know. Um, because at the same time, you know, your body has to break down first before it builds. So you want to be healed before you even try to, you know, put on muscle. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy, you know. And there can be a lot of toxins sitting in the body and it has no way to escape. So the focus should always be healing first, and then after. It shouldn't be the fact that you're so small and you want to bulk up because, you know, you want to look a certain way to the outside, because it's not about that. Because at the end of the day, it's about how your body is on the inside. Like, I always be wishing and hope thinking that I wish I could see like the inside of my body, to like really see what it looks like, you know, because that's what matters. Like, see where the gunk is, see where the organs that are not really working properly. Like, I wish there was a way, and not like a x-ray way, not a radiation. Like, I just wish that we had like a level of being able to see inside of our body, because then I feel like that would bring more, I don't know, like, it would just bring more consciousness of the fact of what we're doing to our body, instead of always just seeing it from the outside. Oh, I'm getting this rash on myself, or oh, this elbow hurts today, I'm just gonna take this medicine so it can feel better. But all you're doing is just suppressing the issue instead of trying to actually fix the issue. Excuse me. So I feel like if we had a way to actually look at our body and see, like, oh, this is what's happening, and then know the reason, like what are we actually doing to create that issue, I feel like we would be so much, you know, on that path of truly healing our body. And then of course it's the people that just want to take the shortcut, but as there's no value in there. There's no, I don't know, there's no reward in that. I feel like I need a 90-day detox first, then build my metabolism with high protein natural food. Yeah, see, I'm doing the fruit feast right now. I mean, you literally could do like a raw fruit and vegetables for 90 days. Just don't eat any cooked food. I mean, because cooked food does a lot to our body. I mean, I've read a lot of stuff, and my mind has changed a lot. When I initially started to listen to Dr. Sabi, I was down a path where, I'm never going to eat this food again. I'm never going to do this. I'm going to stick to this. And when you do that to yourself, you put yourself in a box. And then when you put yourself in a box like that, then you're hard on yourself. And then you're not in a place of healing anymore, because you're not in a place where your body can feel safe. It feels like, okay, so if I do this, you're gonna be mad at me. If I do this, you're gonna be mad at me. It's gonna be tension. It's gonna be friction. So if you don't just allow yourself to just move like freely within this process, you won't truly be able to heal it, because you're so focused on whatever the issue is, whether it's gaining weight, whether it's trying to get rid of bloating, like whatever it is. If you're so focused on it, it's going to be so much friction and tension that your body is not going to be able to really relax and heal itself. Like, it needs to be in a safe place to do that. So like, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm so sorry. I do that a lot. I do that a lot. But basically saying like a 90-day detox would be good, because it will, that's what I was saying, because of cooked food. Cooked food too, it does a lot to your body, because I was going down that road. Okay, because I was on a path there for a minute where I wasn't going to ever eat cooked food. I was just going to be raw. I just said that I'm going to eat fruits and vegetables, and that's it. And I started to get really upset, and I started to just like, get upset with eating food. And we shouldn't have such a bad relationship with food. When we're going through the process, it should be easy. You shouldn't have to feel bad if you eat something, and you shouldn't have to go through all these emotions. So I finally just let go of the idea of trying to put myself in a box. Like, I just want to heal. I don't necessarily need to say that I'm a vegan. I don't necessarily need to say that I'm raw. I mean, I can say that I don't eat meat, because I don't. I'll sometimes still eat fish, but I don't want to put myself under a category, because then that's just boxing myself in. And I'm only doing that really because it's usually for somebody else, for them to understand you, for them to have it in their mind of where they categorize you in their head. But it's no need to put yourself in that box. We're trying to follow a path to be more healthier on a daily basis, and my path may be different than yours. So me trying to push mine onto you just because I need to understand where you're at in my head, it's just like, it's stupid. But at the same time, please proceed. Hopefully I'm making sense. All right. But that's what this is for. This is what's for lives are for. You get to just see the unfiltered of how I talk, not trying to edit it out, not trying to be perfect, just talking like if we were, in the same room. So, but what was I gonna say? So yeah, I think it's good to try to stay away from cooked food for a period of time. There's nothing wrong with, to me, I see it as a reset. I see, if you really want to try to get back to the state of where Yah had intentionally had us, then for a period of time, you need to allow your body to reset. And what I believe that looks like fruit, herbs, and vegetables. And scripture says that in Genesis. I can't quote it right now, right off the back, but it talks about herbs heal the body, fruits are the nutrients, and then we can go to vegetables too. But it's really fruits and herbs that heal it, and then we build ourselves back up. We can't just think that a week or 2 weeks is going to do all the clearing out that we did for however many years that we've been here on this earth, because it's not. You need a longer period of time, but at the same time, the body is so smart, it's so intelligent, that it's going to work fast. It just needs you to give it the time to do it, and like give it the time in a holistic way. Give it the time in the mind, give it the time in the body, give it the time in the spirit, give it the time, and then it will rejuvenate itself. But you can't try to speed it up and say, well, we're only doing it for when I'm not motivated anymore, which is going to be next week when I go to this birthday party and they have my favorite food. Like, that's not how it works. Your body is not operating off of feelings, it's operating off of what is actually happening to it. So yeah, just giving it a period of time. Like, sustaining on fruits, I don't believe that we have to do that. I believe God intended it that way for us, because honestly, when you think about it, when you're out in the wilderness and you need food, if you only have yourself, the only way that you can attain food is by your hands and your mouth. And so if that's the case, then how do you get food? You grab it. There's nothing else that you can do, and fruit is the only one that you can grab. It's the only one that we can grab, and we can somewhat climb up trees, but it's like we can't just grab a wild animal. We can't dig up from the ground to get rice, and rice always has to be cooked anyway. We can't what else with vegetables is you can't eat a potato raw. Like, these things have to be cooked, they have to be transformed. So, and he didn't give us tools on our body to be able to create fire. Like, we have to find the tools to make the fire, to make the food. So if you bring it back to just like an easy level, the easiest thing is grabbing a piece of fruit. And we can open this up. We can open this up without a knife. It'd be a little bit difficult trying to figure it out, but we can open it without a knife. So I think that's how we have to look at it. And I'm just saying for a period of time, because we're just conditioned and we're in this environment where it's hard to just stick to this for the rest of your life, to say that's how I'm going to eat the rest of my life and no other way, because I think the environment plays a big role too. I've been wanting to read more about the blue zones, because I know 2 of the blue zones. One is in Okinawa, Japan, and then the other one is like in somewhere in Italy. I think the other one may be in Hawaii. But when you look at them, they don't completely just follow a fruit and vegetable based diet. They have, I think the Okinawans do eat fish. In Italy, I'm not sure. In Hawaii, I'm not sure. But that just goes to show, like, it's not completely that way. And they're the people that live like the longest, if you haven't ever heard about them. Okay. About being Boston, I had bad acne and I went through Dr. Sebi's program of detoxing and eating electric food, right? I was healed by the downside is lost a lot of weight. Even though that feels like the downside, it's not the downside. It's your body, getting rid of the stuff that's not supposed to sit there anymore. When it gets to that level where it's not getting rid of it anymore, you're not going to lose any more weight. It's like at that point, then you can start to build again. But it's like, as I'm telling you, I'm telling myself, like, don't be sad about how much weight you lose and how it may be perceived by other people, because it's not about what other people think, because it's not like you're just doing this to do this. Like, you're doing research, you're understanding how the body works, so you're understanding what's happening. It's not like you're just out here willy-nilly doing whatever to yourself and then something bad is really going to happen. Like, you're taking precaution in it. So that's how I would think about it. Good morning. Costa Rica is blue zone. Yes, I believe you're right. It's Costa Rica, or I don't know if it's Honduras too, where Dr. Sebi had his place, but yeah, it has to be in there too. But see, those people, they don't just follow that strict raw fruit and vegetables diet, and they have the oldest living people in those areas. So I just like let go of that mindset too, because I was gonna go that way after I did my juice feast. I was gonna just start eating raw and that was it. But then I had just like a lot of struggle, because I like fish, and I don't think it's just like a craving. I just feel like I really do like fish, and I don't think anything is wrong with it. But I do think at the same time, you have to put your body in a period of reset for however long you think that needs to be. And I feel like you're the best one to know that answer. Like nobody else can answer that for you, because you're with yourself 24/7. You're with yourself when nobody sees you, and you may be having pain and you don't show that, from the outside, or you may just be going through things that, you don't want to tell anybody, but you're with yourself 24/7. So you know better than anybody of how long you should go. And then Yah also tells you through your spirit of what he wants you to do and what plan he wants you to stick to. And you'll know by it being something that it won't go out of your head. Like it'll keep staying there until you complete it, until you do it. And then you can finally like achieve that part and see the results. But yeah, it's all in the mind. Zulu, it's all in the mind. I agree. Do you like fish? You are what you eat. Yeah, you are what you eat. It's true. But I always go back to that scripture with Yeshua when he fed the people with the 2 loaves and the 5 fish. I tried to make sense of that. If he wanted to feed them, if it was supposed to be coming from Christ, if it was supposed to be the most healthiest thing, why didn't he not give them fruit? Why did he not feed the 5,000 with fruit? He fed them with fish and bread. So I'm like, fish cannot be that bad. I believe it shouldn't be overconsumed. It shouldn't be overindulged, because he doesn't want us to be like that. I believe being in an environment where you have fresh water and you can get it easily is better than being in a place where you're landlocked and it's always being imported to you. It's a lot of different factors, but I just go back to that, is why did he feed them that? He could have fed them anything, but he fed them with fish and 2 loaves of bread. So I just don't think it's wrong. And that's the same thing when you get into the whole argument or debate about alcohol, when he did the whole wine thing at the wedding. And wine is, I feel like it's a lot different from what it was back then till now. But that's a whole journey in itself for an individual. But for me, focusing on the food, that's what comes back to my mind of it, like me feeling okay with eating it, because he did it there. And it's just, why did he give it then? What's the pH of that water on your table there? This one is the Avion one. It usually does say the pH, but I think because it's in Thai, I'm not sure. It doesn't say it. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of water. I would rather drink juice any day. But the more I learn, juice is way more hydrating anyway than water. So now it's just drinking enough. And then if I don't drink enough, then I just need to eat more of my fruit. But yeah, that's my take on food, and just not boxing yourself in, just allowing the journey to like unravel itself, and just enjoying the process, because forcing yourself through it doesn't help anything. We're supposed to be childlike in the whole process in life, period. That's the only way that we have, I feel like, any type of peace, anything like really good happens. When we're in any other state, it's more for self, it's more for, I don't know, the cares of this world. When we're childlike, we're dependent on our Father, and our Father who is Yah. So it just makes the process more easier. And when you allow yourself to be childlike in this whole healing process with food, if you treat yourself as a child and in the process, and
like you're always coming to Yah for like wisdom and understanding of how to do it, you'll have an easier time, because you know that your Father loves you. You know that He only wants the best for you. He doesn't want to chastise you. He wants you to succeed. Like, He will discipline you, but through the process, He's not on you like that. He's not. It's not all meanness like we may think it might be. It is love, but discipline is love as well. And sometimes, people are hard-headed of the way that they go. I mean, He knows His children. It's just, I feel like if we take that mindset into it, we'll have an easier time, because we'll understand that, all throughout the process we are loved. And that's like a big part of it. It's a big part of the healing too. So I thank you so much for your questions, Zulu. Keep this conversation going, because you got me thinking of other stuff to talk about. Because usually, if nobody asks me anything, I'm just going off of whatever ideas that I have in my head, and then I'm trying to get to my limit, and then I'm done. Then I'm out. But like, when you ask me questions like that, I feel like I'm talking to, like, when I'm at work, to my coworkers, and they're asking me stuff if they like see my food, and then I get all deep in conversation if they want to talk. So it's just like, it becomes very like fun and rewarding, and just like another level. And then it makes me want to read more, it makes me want to research more, so when I do talk again, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to say, well, I think it's this or I think it's that. It just makes me want to get more into it. So I appreciate your questions. And I appreciate everybody else too that involve themselves in this live. I'm having a very nice conversation with my sister here. Oh, nice. Welcome to the live, Sophie. But yeah, I like this. I like how it plays itself out. So I would say I would try to be more consistent with the time that I get here on live, but I won't commit to it, so I don't want to do that and then not be here at that time. The goal right now is just try to do it every day for 30 minutes. So, but I do appreciate the questions and stuff, because it is more rewarding, and then it makes me remember like different seasons of my life too, because by you bringing up Dr. Seeley, it made me remember that season in life and why I even like went down that road of finding out who he was and all of that good stuff, and how my mindset was back then and everything, and just the transformation from then till now. And then whatever the transformation may be at the end of this year, if I keep up this motivation, this discipline, this consistency, you never know where you'll be at. Just taking that one small step, it makes a big difference. And yeah, health is wealth, excuse me. You can't really enjoy this life if you don't have your health. And to be dependent on medication or different objects that you may have to carry throughout your life is not living. Living is being able to be self-sufficient, and living should not be something that your children may have to do to take care of you, or a close relative. You should be able to live this life on your own, and it shouldn't have to be a burden on anybody else. And I really believe that you have to have that hard conversation with yourself and take accountability of your health, because it's not on somebody else to do. We all came in here individually. We'll all leave here individually. We came in here alone. We'll leave alone. So it's our responsibility to take care of ourselves. It's nobody else's responsibility. When you have, I don't have kids, but when you have kids, I know parents are supposed to like take care of their kids and everything, and I know you're supposed to respect your elders and all that, but at the same token, I just don't believe that another human being should be a burden on another. We're supposed to be accountable for our actions, and our actions lead to consequences or rewards. So once you're supposed to do better. And when we understand that, honestly, I want to say 90% it's the food, because it's a lot with the mind. I can't really give a percentage. I believe it's more of the mind than it is the food, but it's the mind and the food that allows you to be healthy, and that's up to you. Nobody else can change your mind. Nobody else can do that for you. Like, you're supposed to be the one that is constantly renewing your mind with scriptures to be a new creature. And then what you put in your mouth, nobody can force that into your mouth. I mean, obviously, there's certain situations where you're only given a certain choice and you can't help that. But at the end of the day, it's still your choice whether you put it in your mouth or not. So that's my take for today. And I'll read. Been trying to pick up the weight. Kareesha, my weight has been my biggest issue. Self-confidence is a thing. I'll definitely start looking more into that. You're gonna have me like researching that now, of how to build weight healthy, in a healthy manner. I haven't ingested medicine for 15 years now. I was born with asthma and I outgrew it. See? And so many times, like, people just want to keep giving medicine to kids so that they can just suppress the issue and move on to the next thing. It's like they don't want to do the hard work, and I don't know. I'm gonna speak. I don't know if people would be offended, but don't be offended. I mean, I don't have kids myself, but the way I see it, it's just, you're just trying to cover the issue. You're not really trying to work on the issue. And yes, it's because of a lot of factors. A lot of parents work and they don't have the time to really spend with their kids, so they're just trying to do whatever works quickly. But that's not necessarily making it work quickly. That's creating more problems down the road. So, but it's good that you didn't take medicine. You just allowed your body to outgrow it, because I mean, a lot of times that's what we honestly just need to do. We just need to allow the body to sit there and outgrow the situation, whatever is happening. But yeah, but thank you for sharing that, and I'm definitely gonna look up weight gain. And if I don't share it on the next live, I'll share it on the next one. But I'm definitely gonna start looking into that and researching it more. Oh, you were hospitalized your entire childhood, and you're still young. I mean, you're in your 20s. Yeah, see, and everybody's differently. Sometimes health crises, they hit you when you're younger, and sometimes they hit you when you're older. And see, that's fascinating to me too, because it's like, you know, you don't know how the toxins are going to affect the kid. Is it going to affect it when they're in the womb with whatever the mother eats, or is it going to be affected with all the shots they get because the government says that we have to have all these shots? Or is it going to affect them when they finally get out of high school and start eating food that's not in the home? Like, we're all so different. And I think that's the beauty of, you know, really taking care of yourself, because you finally get to understand how you work. Because nobody else can tell you how you work except for you and Yah. So yeah. But this was a good combo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll be back again sometime tomorrow. If not with a new fruit, then something the same. I still need to finish, honestly, a lot of my fruit that I already have. So, but I'll be back tomorrow, guys. And I'm guessing it's 3 o'clock in SA. So hopefully it's sunny there. It's nighttime here. I outgrew asthma when I was 14, and I've been good ever since. Man. Oh snap, I came too late. Yeah. Oh, so it was asthma that kept you hospitalized as well, right? Because, you know, I don't really know how asthma works, and that would be something good too for me to like look up and understand. Because I had asthma for like a period of time when I started to run cross country, but when I stopped, it like went away. So I don't know if I had it for real, but I did have the inhaler and everything. I didn't take medicine for it, but I had the inhaler. I feel like you should also share a link for your lives again so you can have a one-on-one. Oh, for this, okay, sorry, question here. Yeah. Well, do you want to be on the live tomorrow? Do you want to talk more about like the asthma and gaining weight? If you do, then I'll share it with you tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time? I will have to email you the time. I don't want to say a time now and then change it up tomorrow, so I will have to email you. But if you want to do it, yeah. I don't have a link to share. This button out here has it so that I can put like a questionnaire or a poll, but I think since I just started it as just with me, there's no link for this one. But Sophie, did you want to get on here? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I can do that. So I can do that tomorrow with you, Zulu. And then Sophie, do you want to go on live too? Because if you want to, then I can do that the day after. Now the day after, my time is going to be completely different. So maybe I can do it on Thursday because I'll know for sure what time. But if you want to do it, just let me know. You can put your email down below so then I can have both of yours. Okay, that sounds good. And Sophie, I'm just waiting for you. Like, do you want to get on live? So I'm going to go buy dates and hemp seeds today. Yes, go get the dates and hemp seeds. And I'll look more into what you should be eating. And I'll send the links to the people that I brought up today too. That's so awesome. I love that. I love that so much. No, maybe. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Maybe another time. All right, well, I'll be back on here sometime tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day. Be safe out there and stay hydrated. All right, take care.